So what are the responsibilities of a professional manager? In this unit, responsibilities of a professional manager, the question, this is the question itself here also. What are the responsibilities of a professional manager? So these are the responsibilities, these are the answers from 2.2 to 2.10, 2.10. So responsibility towards the customer, responsibility towards shareholder, responsibility towards employees, responsibility towards suppliers, responsibility towards distributors and retailers, responsibility towards industry and competition, responsibility towards union, responsibility towards government, responsibility towards society. So responsibilities, if you think that what are the responsibilities, you have to just remember the word responsibility. What do you mean by responsibility? Like I will give you an example that in all the wine, when government has just in the lockdown, they have opened up the wine shops. There it is written that drink responsibly. So responsibility means you have some duty, some commitments. Responsibilities mean some commitments. The commitments of a professional manager. So commitment towards customer, commitment towards the shareholders, commitment towards employees, commitment towards suppliers, commitments towards distributors and retailers, responsibility towards industry and competition. So commitment towards union and commitment towards government and commitment towards society. So in this part also, all the other papers you will get. So your answer should be like that. First, starting with the introduction. So you don't have to write in answer introduction. You have to write a professional manager part plays the most important part in a organization. So it is he who runs the company, and company is the main market component of a market force which is directly related with which is customers, shareholders, employees, suppliers, distributors, retailers, industry, union, and government of society. So the basic responsibilities of a professional manager are, then you write 1. Responsibility towards customer. 2. Responsibility towards shareholders. 4. Responsibility towards employees. 4. Responsibility towards suppliers. 5. Responsibility towards distributor and retailer. Then 6. Responsibility towards industry and competition. 2.8 is like 7 point. Responsibility towards union. Then 8. Responsibility towards government. And 9. Responsibility towards society. So in this question and in this chapter, there are 9 responsibilities. As you can see, 9. Only there are 9. Okay, means 9. 9 responsibilities, which are responsibility towards customer, towards shareholder, towards employees, towards suppliers, distributors, industry, competition, union, government, and society. So now come towards the customers. So you know, responsibility towards customer means how much your product will help the is genuine. So how much the customer expects value for money or good customer care or after sales service. This should be looked down by the manager. These are the commitments towards customers. So in point 1, responsibility towards customer, you can write about 3 point things. After sales service, then uh, customer value for money and customer satisfaction. So you have to explain all the things like uh, value for money, like the quality, as is written. A firm's responsibility versus customer is in terms of ensuring that the desired quality of product or service at a reasonable price. See, I have told you, desired quality of product or service at a reasonable price. So at a reasonable price means value for money in modern terms. So you have to write about value for money because customer, what a customer wants. He wants at a good service more at less price. So the most important is that the manager should look for value for money to increase his company. As a big manager, you have to decide the price of your product or the services you sell. So students, you are there, right? Hello, can you hear me? So if you write these 3 points, you will get if the full marks out of this responsibility towards customer. You have to write about only value for money, after sale service, uh, and customer care. Because it's customer what responsibility towards customer, you have to think what the customer wants. So only if you write that, so it will just conclude the responsibility towards customer. Then to the coming to the next point, responsibility towards shareholder. Now you know your company or any firm or company needs money for doing business. So they invest money, buy shares in a company to get like to get a good benefit in return, to profit in return. So responsibility towards shareholders means share market. How is your shares are going? How the profit? You have to think about the profit. Okay, here shareholder means profit. What is the uh, value of your company? So more sales and more income means more value. Okay, so you have to write about money, value of your company, responsibility towards shareholders. Here you can write the value of your company. So you like that the professional manager must increase the stocks of the company. It should increase the value of the company. It should make profits, try to make profits, so that those who are investing in our company get high return. Okay. Responsibility towards employee. Here also you have to write about the PR. PR. Here also you have to write about PR. P R. About PR. Okay. So responsibility towards not PR, personal department. Sorry, it's just like personal department, not PR, PD. PD. Personnel department, which look after the benefit of the students, employers. Now the fourth point comes. Fourth point comes responsibility towards suppliers. So as you know, as a manager, your company directly, a company that doesn't directly sells any product to the customer. It goes through a network. So you have a commitment towards them. So responsibility to suppliers means that the person who are supplying you the raw materials, how you do. Like anything you do, you need raw materials to produce, because as a company, you are also a marketer, you are also a buyer. So responsibility towards supplier means your buying capability, purchase capability, how you purchase. So here you write that how will you buy? Managing raw materials. Now, responsibility towards the in this to the supplier, if you write about supplier, the person from whom you get supplies. Responsibility towards suppliers, you can also write supplies. How will you get supplies? You need supplies to make new things. So in one sense, you can also write financing your company, or buying product for your company. And the opposite of this is responsible suppliers is distributors, where they sell your company. Suppliers sell you products and distributors buy your products. So responsibility towards distributors and retailers is your sales. How you do your sales, okay? So here you will have to write about that, what will be your selling policy, how you use sale, and what will be your like after sales services. This will you can write on these responsibilities towards distributors and retailers. Responsibility towards industry and competition. So as I have told you that welcome to the class, online class. So responsibility towards your industry means your commitment. Always don't just confused by the word responsibility. Responsibility means commitment. So commitment towards industry and competition. So industry and competition means every company works under one industry. So how do you provide service and better than other in that industry? That is your lookout. So like you are a doctor. Let's take for example. So health is your industry. So other doctors are your competition. So how will you get more patients and cure more patients? So that is the main value. So responsibility towards industry and competition, you have to write that by making market research. Here you have to write about market research. Okay, market research help you in competition and industry. So this is the part of marketing. How will you just develop your marketing strategy? That is the responsibility towards industry and competition. Responsibility towards union. Towards union, if you see it, it is a part of, again, union means your HR. This is a part of HR. So unions are made for the benefit of the workers. So as a manager, you are also a part of union. So think it as a friend, like think it as a member of the company. So you should always try to see whether the union is within the limits of the company or outside, and try to always pull it down to the support of the company. So commitment towards union means you should always help the union and lead the union for the betterment of the company. And responsibility towards society, as I have told you in the last chapter, like what I call the task force professional manager, there was like the task force professional manager was building relationship with the society. It was like 1.12 or 1.11. So that is the same. In here, it's a commitment. Commitment means how you are interested in the society. A manager should be very much interested in the society. He must work with the society, look after the society, like how the because you will have directly. Sorry, I have just directly jumped to the society. So your employees are a part of a society. So you just committed. Don't. It means responsibility towards society means you should not be anti-social. You should be social. How it can benefit the society as a overall. So responsibility towards governments means commitment toward governments. So as a company, a government must expect something from you. So government sets the rule and regulation, so you have to write only that. That's what the government, your relationship with the government. So these are the main topics, as I have told you. So within, if you remember like this, it will help you to write, explain all these responsibilities. There are 9 responsibilities. Remember, 9 responsibilities. First of all is responsibility towards the company. Responsibility towards the customer. Yes, the customer here. And then responsibility towards the shareholder, it may be. Then responsibility towards the market, industry and the company. And yes, responsibility towards the industry and competition, the responsibility towards the shareholders, the responsibility towards the union, and responsibility towards the suppliers, and responsibility towards the distributors. And always remember that this distributor is the opposite of supplier. From the supplier, we get supplies. Suppliers sells you product, and distributors buys from you. So you need distributor to sell your product because distributor are your customers, and they sell your what you sell them. So they act as a middleman. So and the students who are here watching this, you can share my class to your friends who are studying, and I can take their classes, and they can take personal online class like this from me at only very minimal price. So I hope that you have learned about responsibilities of a professional manager. And so, do you have any questions? If you have any questions, just so so I have explained to you all these responsibilities so easily and so simply. These are very much simple. You don't have to go for the words, like you have to simplify it, and if you simplify it, you can write the answer. So the toppers who are top in MTPM or any other courses in master's degree level, they just follow this simple trick. And not only in this MTTM, they follow in this UPSC also, because in UPSC, in the mains papers, they are like per per so as you can see, I have cleared your doubts. So for direct to direct personal classes, you can directly contact me, in which I take personal classes our personal tuitions online itself. So there will be just one-to-one classes, and the price is also less. And or else you can come for a complimentary group lecture. So it is a lecture. I hope you like it, and I tried to simplify it. And as this will be available in YouTube, you can see it again and again if you have any doubts. So again, I'll tell you that you need to responsibilities of professional manager is just itself a question. What are the responsibilities of professional manager? Like it will be of 20 marks. 20 marks. Okay? 20 marks. So always remember responsibilities are basically 9. Responsibility towards the customer, responsibility towards the shareholders, responsibility towards employees, responsibility towards suppliers, responsibility towards distributors and retailers, responsibility to industry and competition, responsibility towards union, responsibility towards government, responsibility towards society. These are, because these are related to your company. So responsibility of professional managers means a professional manager is the head of a company. So it is the responsibility of the company also, because you are the boss of a company. So does anyone have any question? I am typing you that does anyone have any question? Just keep me on the chat. I will answer it, because my meeting will be end by 8 minutes only. 8 minutes are left. Time is running out. I have explained it, and I will this video is on will be on YouTube also. So if you have any question, just give right inside chat. Always remember that this is a question. In your if you go through the question papers of your previous exams, you will find this question come most often. Tasks of a professional manager or the responsibilities of a professional manager. So it comes 20 marks. So these are the points are the answer. 9 points for responsibilities of professional manager. Responsibility towards customer, responsibilities towards shareholder, towards employers, towards suppliers, towards distributors and retailers, towards industry and competition, towards union, towards government, towards society. So in every responsibility, you have to write only 2 or 3 paragraphs, every responsibilities. So if you write like this, you will get almost near 20. And if your writing is good, your imagination is good, you will get 20. So Again, responsibility towards customer means always remember you have to write down customer care and after sales service. Again, responsibility towards shareholders means how you make the profit for your company so that your share prices rise. And as responsibility towards employee means personal department, because you have to think about your employees as your family. And suppliers means who sells you products. So at what price you are selling, because responsibility towards suppliers means economy. Your responsibility towards economy. You have to write about that. Just remember that. So if you remember these things, you will write yourself. You don't have to even study. You can imagine and write. Responsibility towards distributors and retailers. It means your customers, because they are your customers. So here also you can write after sales service and good customer care. Responsibility towards industry and competition. Here also you have to write about your company's stand, your future uh, sales, sales and distribution. Responsibility towards union, you have to write here that your sales union, like no, about your staff union, trade like workers union, and always write that you are also a part of you are also a worker of the company. And responsibility towards government is your marketing, like what they does and how they control the government. Your commitments toward the government. And responsibility towards society means how social you are. So did you understand what I said, students? Aradhana, you are here. Did you understand? Okay. Which part you didn't understood? Because 3 minutes are left only. Which one? If you see the screen there, do you have the book with you? Okay, you want to know about distributor and retailers. Okay, as I have told you that um, responsibility towards suppliers means from you where you buy, and distributor and retailer are the opposite of suppliers. So, as a company, how do you sell your products? You have you work in a, like, what do you call that? Suppose you work in a cruise ship. So how do you sell your cruise tickets, or how the people come to your cruise ship? They come through some channels like online ticket booking, online booking. So who is your distributor? Your distributor is like online booker, online the website. So your responsibility means how you pay the online channels. Distributors means, so who buys your tickets? It is a distributor, it is channels, because you sell the tickets to the channels, and the channels, after adding some money, again sell it to the customer or the guest. The guest directly doesn't buy from you. The guest buys the ticket from the, what you call it, tour operators or the online booking website to which you have given the tickets. So it is up to you that how you sell the ticket at what price. So this is called responsibility towards the distributor. Means you are the producer and you sell to distributors, not to the directly to the guest. Because as a big company, they doesn't directly sell to the guest. Even all the big companies, they have showrooms. Amazon is a distributor and the seller is the manager. Always think. So uh, uh, for any warranty, if you buy from Amazon, who gives you the warranty? Amazon or the seller? Definitely the seller gives you the warranty, not Amazon. If after with 6 months something